I gasped for it and propped myself up quickly. What was that? I feel a chill wreck my entire body as I shiver violently. Why am I so cold? It's not like I keep my room freezing. Am I sick? I clutch my forehead and to check if I'm coming down with a fever. No, and the rest of me feels fine. What's going on with me? After a few minutes, I stop shivering and look at the clock. Great. I won't have to be up for another hour. Well, I can try falling back asleep. But if I do, won't that voice still be there? You don't know how lucky you are with just having that voice. Honestly, something I think would be interesting would be a mod where you have so much, like where you can also go different routes, and if you want, you can go like a full aggressive Monika route, like you actually show no care for the others. I don't know why that came into my mind earlier, but it did. I'm not saying that it's bad that this mod doesn't do that. I'm just saying it would be interesting to have like, or just generally a mod where you approach Monika and the way you treat her ends up with a different ending, not just will you date her or not, but what will happen to the world around you. Would be kind of interesting. I don't know, is there anything like that? If you know, let me know. If this keeps happening, I'm probably going to need a psychiatrist. Maybe I'm actually starting to go crazy. I don't feel like getting out of bed yet, so I just spent the rest of my time staring at the ceiling. Though the memories of my dreams slowly creep back into my mind. What does it want with me? And what the hell does it mean by keep doing what you're doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know who to talk to about this. And the letter. I would ask Sayori, but that'll probably just make more problems than solve anything. And you probably won't be much... Come on, Chloe! You know Fridays are the best! Yeah, loving Fridays. It's the best time to spend with those you care about the most, without having to worry about school and other things. I can't help but smile a little at her as she says that. Can't argue with that logic. Sayori smiles back at me. Looks like things are finally looking better for us. So how'd you sleep? And I spoke too soon. Well, I hesitate on how I should respond. Feel a familiar chill crawl down my spine. Chloe, are you okay? You look pale. Yeah, I'm fine. Just had a rough night, that's all. So continues to look worriedly at me. Chloe, something's wrong. You know that I'll help you. I know, Sayori. You weren't feeling like this yesterday, were you? I don't want Sayori to be more worried about me, but I know that I can't hide anything from her for very long. I feel guilty about not opening up about my own hardships to Sayori when she's done so with me, but she can always get worked up when there's something wrong, like she is now. Maybe getting these weird dreams off my chest might ease my mind a little, or make them worse. I'm actually going to save this one. I probably won't need these. I'll go for it. The choice I actually only really need would be this one because I'm just going to go around mixing things up regardless. So I'm just going to save here because I actually do feel kind of like I should save here because I'm not going to tell Sayori. I'm not going to open up to Sayori about anything. Sorry. Decide not to tell her. It's nothing. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Sayori frowns before letting out a sigh. Alright, I guess. Sayori doesn't seem convinced by my answer, but instead of pressing further, we start our walk to school. Even though I told Sayori not to worry about me, she keeps giving me glances every now and then. As much as I appreciate her concern, she does need to learn when to focus on herself. That's her biggest flaw. I'm most definitely not going to see everything of this mod because you can switch so much between everything. But I would be interested to check out a few other things. Like, what happens if I go like Monika Route one day and then spend the next day more with Natsuki or Yuri? Would I then get a bad dream about Natsuki or Yuri? We had bad dreams of Sayori, that's for sure. And then would we tell her about that one dream and then the other one as well? I do want to test around a little bit with that. Still, maybe I should have told her about these dreams. Knowing how things are between us, I don't want her to feel that I'm purposefully closing myself off from her again. Especially how we were able to open up to each other yesterday. Though there's not really much she can do to help me through this. It's not like we've both had the same kinds of dreams anyway. But I appreciate knowing that she's still there for me. I turn to Sayori, trying to smile hopefully at her, but she's just looking blankly down the road ahead of us as we walk in unison down the sidewalk. I let out a small sigh. I guess she's just not in a talkative mood. She's probably overthinking again. Hopefully she got over this soon. However, I quickly realized that I have another problem brewing. Natsuki's letter. I haven't really thought about how I'm really going to handle that. As I was thinking earlier, telling Monika about the situation seems like my best course of action. Normally I tell Sayori, but I don't think she'd take it very well right now. Guess my only real option is to go to Monika before the club. Knowing Natsuki will probably want to talk to me. I'm really not looking forward to today. What if someone else gives me another confession letter? Chloe? So it takes me out of my train of thought. Yeah? You okay? You just stopped walking. I did? That's the same one. Since today. I guess I just have a lot on my mind. I see. You trust me that much, huh? I mean, I've known you the longest. But don't let it get to your head. I won't. Sarah glanced around the corridor to make sure we're alone. You sure everything is okay? You didn't look too good this morning. Yeah, I just had a rough night, that's all. Nothing to be worried about. Did you have a bad dream, Chloe? I guess that's one way of putting it. I don't really want to talk about it right now. Okay. But you better let me know if something happens with you. I just want you to be okay. I will, Sayori, don't worry. If I feel worse or anything, you'll be the first to know. Okay. I'll see you later, Chloe. Laters. Sarah walks off towards her classroom while I head off in the opposite direction towards mine. Not to mention, I'm pretty curious what kind of dreams she's been having. Sarah never mentioned anything like that to me before. Could those be her rain clouds? And decided to tell her. Been having these weird dreams lately. In my dreams there's this really strange voice that's been telling me to pursue it. Thing is telling me to stay away from you guys for some reason. I've no idea why. I know it's just a dream, but it feels too real for some reason. It keeps telling me to keep doing what I'm doing and that it has plans for us. Plans? It was unsettling to listen to. But it's not like the night before was any better. How so? I was in space or something. And the same voice was saying all these weird things, telling me that I need to keep doing what I'm doing. Though it wasn't exactly happy with me last night, it was mad that I spent time with you for some reason. Whatever that voice is, it doesn't seem that it wants me around you or any of the others. And it didn't say a lot of nice things about you guys either. Stuff like, you're going to die, or something crazy like that. Keep spending time with me. It's all really strange. When did it say you're going to die, or do you mean that she's just... So nervously swallows. Well, I don't know why you'd be having dreams like that, Chloe. It doesn't make any sense to me either. But what if this was all a mistake? What is? Us trying to spend time together. After all this... Oh, calm down, Sayori. I doubt spending time with you could possibly be causing these nightmares. I feel a pit in form in my stomach. No, that couldn't be the reason. It's impossible. And no figment of my imagination is going to tell me otherwise. I'm no figment! I feel another rush of pain at my forehead. Chloe? It's fine, don't worry about it. I take a minute to nurse my forehead until the pain subsides. You know, despite all this, I'm surprised you don't think I'm crazy. Well, you think I'm crazy, don't you? No, Chloe. I'm not saying that. Let's just say I've had weird dreams before too. So, I know what you're going through. Were they as bad as mine? If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I won't push you it if you're not aren't ready. Thanks, Chloe. Guess we can just go to school now. I guess so. Wouldn't want to be late. So he seems to completely ignore my comment as we begin our walk to school. So that's from the other option that just for some reason occurred, even though I said it's difficult probably making this many choices for a mod. But if you do, I feel like it would be quite important to make sure that something like this doesn't happen, because I was just very confused now. But yeah, I suspected it might be that. In any case, my most pressing concern is how to deal with Natsuki's confession letter. Yeah, that's definitely... Oh, wait, that's also skippable. This entire thing is skippable. I mean, I don't really know if I like Natsuki back the same way she does. I've enjoyed spending time around her. She's been fun to be around. I had a blast with her last Sunday. But it's been nice getting to know you too, Monika. Especially since we really haven't talked that much. It's been nice getting to know you too, Chloe. It must have taken a lot for you to muster up the courage to finally talk to me. Well, come on, Chloe. I've seen the way you've looked at me. How you're always stumbling over your sentences when I compliment you. How I take your breath away whenever I get close to you. It's really sweet. Monika, completely left speechless. I really have always wanted to get to know you. And I'm glad we've gotten that opportunity, and, well, who knows what'll happen next. Yeah. Let's figure this out first, okay? Yeah. Does Sayori know that Natsuki gave you this? No, I didn't tell her. And I really don't want to drag her into this. Yeah, it's probably for the best. You're better off figuring out what you want to say to Natsuki. Alright. I can walk you back to your class if you'd like, Chloe. The world around me goes into a freeze frame. She's actually willing to walk me back? Come on, Chloe. Don't blow this! Oh, well, sure. This time it's just our automatic response that we're going to say sure. Makes sense. We have been basically implying that, if possible, we would have started on her route to begin with. You seem surprised. Well, I wasn't expecting you to ask me. And I'd hate to make you late to your own class. I'll be fine, Chloe, don't worry. Well, okay. Great, come on, let's go. I timidly follow Monika out of the cafeteria. Monika and I make our way through the crowded hallways up towards the second floor. I turn to her, our eyes meeting. You know, you didn't really have to walk me back. Well, I just want to make sure you're holding up okay. A lot of people tend to break down in these kinds of situations. Yeah, but I'll be fine, I think. Well, you can always count on me if you need anything, Chloe. You're too kind, Monika, really. Who can we trust? We can trust in Monika. In Monika we trust. That sounded kind of strange. I try, Chloe. It's important to me that you're always in the best state of mind. I avert my gaze to hide my incoming smile. Jeez, I didn't think Monika would ever be this nice to me. It's almost too much to handle. As we walk through the hallways, I can't help but notice several of the other students catching glances in our direction and whispering. Monika apparently picks up on this too. They're not thinking that we're a couple. The idea only continues to make me flustered. Monika slides up to me to whisper in my ear. This is nice, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not really fond of being talked about in school hallways, but it's somewhat nice, I guess. To have someone walk with you to keep you company. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Yeah, I can see that. That's Natsuki. Hey, what's up? I don't know why I for a moment thought this was Natsuki. Here's someone yelling to us from across the hallway. Wait a second. I recognize that voice. Natsuki! Well, duh! Who else? My, you startled me. I was really going for Chloe. Hey! Well, you do it to me all the time. Why can't I do it to you? Fair enough. How are you doing, Natsuki? Oh, I'm doing great. I'm just heading to my next class. That's nice. Yeah, we're just heading back from lunch. Turns out we have the same period. Crazy, right? I wonder if it would be Yuri if we had the Yuri route first. So, do you guys have the same class or something? No, it's just walking Chloe back. I have Mr. Sorry, read a different name then, was confused for a moment. I have Mr. Takahashi's class next. Isn't that all the way on the other side of the school? Well, I don't really think taking a slightly tool from my normal route will make me late or anything. Yeah, I guess. Are you able to tell that Monika is into me, huh, Natsuki? There's a bit of an awkward pause between us as the other students begin clearing the hallways. Well, I guess that's my cue to head out. It's alright, Natsuki. We'll see you in the club. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Well, there goes my anxiety about going to the club today. Though I do my best to smile back. Laters. We'll see you later, Natsuki. Bye! We wave goodbye to Natsuki as we head our separate ways. Not too long after our run-in with Natsuki, Monika and I finally make it to my classroom. Thanks for walking back with me, Monika. Anytime, Chloe. Hope you have a great rest of your day. You too. Monika takes a step closer to me and leans into my ear. Try not to overthink. She suddenly pulls on my tie. And make sure your tie is straight, silly. See you later. I'm left completely dazed as I watch Monika gracefully walk down the hallway and turn the corner towards the other side of the school. I catch a few of my classmates smirking at me in the corner of my eye. Flustered, I just walk into my classroom and hastily sit down, refusing to make eye contact with anyone as I process what just happened. Sorry, my mind just went blank for a moment. The rest of the day seems to grind to a crawl as I begin the second half of the day. Though I guess that just leaves me more time to think about everything. Especially considering how Monika was with me earlier. Was she flirting with me? She's been flirting with you for a long time. She was incredibly helpful to me today, that's for sure. And she did help make things less awkward between me and, say, Natsuki. I don't know. I know Monika wants to help me. But is that all she wants, though? I mean, I don't see much of a reason she'd be interested in me. And I've only just gotten to know her a little more recently. Is she really that interested in me? She is certainly interested in something, you are. Sorry, I'm messing around with some cables in the background. Don't ask. I'm most notably messing around with my charger. Well, I guess this all just ties into the questions Monika said I should ask myself. But right now, I can't really decide on who I'd be the happiest with. This is hardly the time and place for this. I can think about this later. I can think about this later. I can't. I should just try to focus on paying attention to the stupid algebra. I tried to put on the most enthusiastic smile I possibly can. Yep, let's go. That's the spirit! I still remember the first time you came with me to the literature club. You almost didn't want to go. Well, I owe that to you, Sayori. You know me anything, Chloe. Just seeing you happy is its own reward. I can't help but genuinely smile at that. Well, let's get going. With slight hesitance, I begin to walk with Sayori to the literature club. As we're traveling our usual route, I still can't help but feel... Who should I hang out with? Natsuki isn't there yet, huh? Wait, right. We don't want to spend time with Natsuki. We don't want to deal with the confession. I wonder if we spend a lot of time with Natsuki if we're just going to quickly go to the confession. But it also means I might not be able to see the Natsuki confession yet. Any confession outside of Natsuki's yet. I have to see... I have to wait until I can decide whether or not your confession theme was deliberately kind of altered to kind of sound like Natsuki, or if that is just my brain seeking patterns. Anyway, who are we going to spend time with? Of course, our girl. I guess talking to Monika some more wouldn't hurt. Monika's at the teacher's desk, but she isn't on the computer like she normally is. Instead, she's looking down at her iPod and humming a tune to herself. Intrigued, I carefully approach her, not wanting to startle her. Her iPod? Her iPad? I don't know, probably Hey Monika! She quick looks up at me, popping out one of her AirPods. AirPods, yeah. But if she's looking at her AirPods... Or is there something else with the AirPods? I'm not very familiar with AirPods, no. AirPods. Oh, hey, Chloe! I take it you want to listen to what I've been working on? Chloe flashes her usual wink. I mean, hey, if you think it's help. Besides, I'm sure your music is awesome. Monika smiles bashfully. Well, it's not finished yet. I've been listening to these samples I've done all day, trying to figure out how to make the next verse. Our progressions are more complicated than you would expect. So you're working on your own song then? Yep. That's the reason I started playing the piano. I've always wanted to make my own song since I was really young. Well, lately, I haven't had much time to work on it. A lot of things have been coming up recently. I take it was a surprise you had for someone. That's that surprise, yeah. Monika nods. And how's that going? Pretty well, actually. I think I'll be able to show them my surprise on Friday. Funny enough, what I'm working on is tied into my surprise. That's awesome, Monika. You really are a jack of all trades, aren't you? Never heard that term before. Aw, Chloe. Monika grins at me. I just strive to be the best I can be. Well, you're definitely succeeding. I just watched the AirPod flow into her ear. For some reason, AirPod doesn't sound right to me. I don't know why. Am I saying something wrong? No, it's just AirPods. But for some reason it sounds awkward to me. I don't know why. Well, if that's the case, maybe I can show you what I've been basing my song off of. How much of the song is done? I'd say that the first verse is pretty much done at this point. I was thinking that the second verse could go something like this. Monika hands me one of her AirPods. Well, I'm not sure if I'm the best go-to person for music advice, but I guess I could give it a listen. That'd be awesome, Chloe! Pull up a chair and sit right next to her. So I take it this is a piano track? Yep, right now it's just going to be a piano solo. Alright. Monika gets the play button on her iPod. isn't that not very different from the first verse? Like, I mean, generally, your reality, isn't that pretty similar tone-wise? Like, outside of the third verse, the beginning of that. The first two, aren't they pretty similar in structure and even piano? The way the piano is played, like, about the same? Give me a moment. They're definitely very similar, but I thought they were almost the same, even. Now I'm contemplating if the smaller notes aren't, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they're basically the same, aside from that the first, like, the beginning. That there's a beginning before the first verse. And then there's a bridge to the second verse, not exactly a beginning. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure though the first and the second verse piano-wise are either identical or at the very least almost identical aside from a few notes. I thought they were. I remember I still was in school, in high school, when DDLC came out, and I sung Your Reality in music class once, because we were supposed to just sing songs we like. Or like, with like a sheet with the notes of how high or low you need to sing these things. And I'm pretty sure do I still have the sheets, the note paper, so that I can check whether or not. No, they're definitely not. Why would they be at my desk right now anyway? I fucking moved since then. But I know I still left them somewhere. I know I didn't throw them away, but I think they're probably in a different room. But I'm pretty sure they look very similar. From the way it's sung, it's definitely the exact same notes. To a dark puddle, today. Today. Puddle, today. Today. Dear to me. No, wait, no. Wrong line. Set you free. Puddle, today. You free. From the way it's sung, it's definitely always around the same, aside from the final line with where it gets a bit difficult due to the length of the lines and everything, and also and Your Reality, if I don't have to love you and everything, is a bit more cut off from one another. But I also thought that the way the piano is played, is about the same for the first and second, with the third having a few notes missing. I'm pretty sure there was. So I don't really see why the first verse and the second verse wouldn't kind of be pretty similar to one another, at the very least. Ah, that was actually pretty good. You think you could actually make a full version of that? Well, with some practice, I think I can pull it off. Do you want to take a crack at it now? Monika's eyes widen at my suggestion. I mean, it's fine if you don't want to. No, it's not that. It's just I've never played in front of anyone before. I've only played by myself. Well, it'd probably help for you to play it in front of someone first, wouldn't it? Monika pauses to think. I mean, you already pulled off what I just listened to, so I'm sure I'll love your entire song. Okay. Let's do it. I had Monika back her AirPod as she pops the other one out. We can use the piano in the band room. The band doesn't meet on Wednesdays, so nobody should be in there right now. Very convenient. Alright, lead the way. What if I get the second event another day? The third event, actually, if it's... This might be the final day because on Thursday there's the fight. And on Friday there's the Monika escalation, if I remember correctly. I think, and since it's Wednesday. Monika smiles as she leads me out of the door and into the hallway. So walking towards the music wing, I can't help but tell that Monika seems a little apprehensive. Well, she did say that she's never played in front of anyone before. If I was in her shoes, I'd probably be a nervous wreck. But Monika's done a lot of incredible things before. She's won so many gymnastic and debate trophies for the school these last 2 years. Not to mention all the riding competitions she has won. It wouldn't surprise me if she's drowning in college offers. I can only imagine just how hard she's worked to get herself there. Anybody would want to be like her. And it's a no-brainer for why every guy wants to be with her. Well, here we are. Monika stops in front of the band room. Oh, so this is the band room? You've never been inside before? Can't say I have. Well, it's definitely going to be a special day for you, Chloe. Monika opens the door and flicks on the lights as we enter the band room. Whoa. I don't think I've seen so many different instruments before. I almost want to pick one up and try playing something, but I'd rather not make a fool of myself in front of Monika. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it really is. I definitely need to visit this place again sometime. The corner of the room by the window, I see a grand piano lined against the wall. So that's why you've been practicing. Yep, I get a pretty nice view of the courtyard from here as well. I checked and it was definitely published in 2019 by the looks of it. It was definitely by the looks of it. Pretty sure it was published in 2019, so it makes sense that they didn't really have like backgrounds or knowledge of that she could play perhaps in the music room or something. So it makes sense. And I also need to put it into consideration for characterization problems or whatever it could have. Although unless it shows explicitly that the mod takes inspiration from the side stories in some instances, I plan on never really going based just off of also the side material, like side story material. I want to at large go off of the main game material, because even if some mods were published after the side stories were published, sometimes the mod was probably written before the side stories existed for the public, and therefore it was still being coded and everything, but still didn't have much knowledge of the side stories and the way things are handled there. So that problems could arrange, character conflictions could still end up happening there. Yep, I get a pretty nice view of the courtyard from here as well. I find that the view is very inspiring. I see. We both turn to face the piano. Well, here I go. She quietly makes her way towards the piano and sits down. I pull up a chair and sit right across from Monika. Takes a deep breath as her fingers hover over the keys as she looks on at me. You got this, Monika. Monika lets out a small laugh. Thanks, Chloe. Monika cracks her knuckles, letting out one more breath before positioning her fingers above the keys. Currently can't crack my knuckles. I did manage it, but it was maybe a bit too far away from the microphone. Method acting! Split second later, she begins playing. Can't help but notice how elegantly fingers grace the keys. It moves on its own. The melody is calm but purposeful. Every action with intent and care. It's almost hypnotizing. Unexpectedly, Monika starts singing.
Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
Ah! Then in 10 seconds and I'm already blown away. Her voice is almost angelic as her emerald green eyes light up with a fiery passion that I've never seen before. Monica does a brief look over at me, smiling before she goes back to focusing on the piano.
What will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
I think my wanting to hide it. But honestly, I'm pretty sure it's the same rhythm. What did I miss? Not even 10 seconds and I'm already blown away. Okay, I didn't miss much. But I kind of probably broke it because I wanted to focus on the image. Monika suddenly stops playing and turns to face me. Well, that's about all I have right now. I can barely contain my enjoyment as I stand up and applaud as loudly as humanly possible. Oh. To finish my tea before I applaud. So, that wasn't as loud as possible, but... Encore! Encore! Monika lets a giggle as she takes a small bow. I take it you liked it then? Can you please perform at the festival next year? Monika blushes brightly. I can't say I would be opposed to it, though I did enjoy performing for just one person. Oh, well, if she wants to perform just for just me, I certainly wouldn't mind that, amongst other things. Monika lets out another giggle. Well, maybe when it's finished I can show you again. That'd be awesome, Monika. And I think the others would love to hear this too. Honestly, I think it's nice that Monika has this, is also still talking about how she's writing the lyrics still. Because she is doing that still in the main game. I'm sure they would. After all, music is considered a form of poetry. Yeah, it is. Have you come up with a name for the song yet? I'm still thinking it over. The song does have a lot of meaning behind it. In what way? I figure that from what I've heard, it has something to do with love. Yeah, you could say that. I feel my heart deflate in my chest. Is Monika in love with someone? Well, if she is, then there's probably no way I could compete. But the look in Monika's eyes tells me that I shouldn't be worried about it. I really appreciate you encouraging me to play for you, Chloe. I'll definitely feel more comfortable sharing it when it's all good and ready. Yeah. I'm sure whoever this is for is really going to enjoy it. I already know he will, she says softly as she slides up to me. Maybe we can even do a little duet. I don't know. This Monika's face never looks seductive to me. It comes closer to she took something really, really bad. Well, I've never really picked up an instrument before. I don't want to be mean to the person who wanted to do a seductive Monika sprite. It just isn't working for me. I think it's really because it's not like drawn more narrow, but it's just the top moved down. I've never picked up an instrument before. Maybe I can teach you. My heart nearly pounds out of my chest. I mean, I think there's a lot of things we can learn about each other, Chloe. Well, there's really nothing too much to learn about me. I'm not like some super talented guy or anything. There's always something to learn about everyone. And I'm a very curious person. I can be too. For a moment, time seems to stop as our eyes suddenly meet. Monika, do you need to go to the nurse? These eyes are really not seductive to me. Monika looked up at me with a look of intimacy. Yeah, but certainly not for a person. A smirk is now painted in her expression, along with rosy cheeks, raised eyebrow, and slightly parted lips. How about you teach me something right now? Monika is now biting her bottom lip in anticipation. I think I can do that. Suddenly I hear my phone ring within my pocket. Monika steps back and shoots me a startled look. I hastily answer my phone. Hello? Hey, Chloe. Oh, hey, Sayuri, what's up? I try to sound as calm as I can, but my voice is still shaky over the moment I just had with Monika. Where are you guys? You've been gone for 10 minutes! Wait, really? I take a quick look at the clock on the wall. There is one. Oh. We're coming back now, Sayuri. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Sayuri hangs up. I looked to Monika as a mix of irritation and frustration in her eyes. I guess we need to head back, huh? Yeah. Well, maybe we can pick up where we left off another time. If the circumstances are right. We both sit there motionlessly, neither of us wanting to break the silence that has fallen over the room. Well, I guess I can try breaking it. So, is it like hot in here or is it just me? I've never heard Monika laughing so hysterically before. Looks like this day wasn't so bad after all. Thanks, Chloe. I really needed that. Glad I could help. Without another word between us, Mon and I exit the music room and begin our walk back to the literature club. It was a mostly silent walk back to the literature club. I'm still processing just how amazing Monika's piano skills are. And still trying to get over the little moment we shared before Sayori called. I'm starting to think that maybe what I always thought to be impossible might actually be possible. Monika might actually like me back. Even though we just started talking regularly, the more time I spent around her, the more comfortable I'd become in her presence. It'd be a crazy turn of events if I end up getting with Monika. She can hear your thoughts. Right, she can read thoughts. She must be. But I know that if I do get with her, I'd be breaking Natsuki's heart. Well, Sayori likely wouldn't react well at first either. And am I even sure it'd be right to get with Monika? I mean, she's my only option. But I might dare say she's my favorite right now. Chloe? Yeah? You just kind of passed the club, silly. I look back to see that I somehow managed to walk past the doors to the club room. Oh! I knew that. I hastily walked back to Monika by the entrance. Everything okay, Chloe? You look a little overwhelmed. Yeah, I'm fine. I guess my little performance really blew you away, huh? Yeah, it really did. Monika smiles warmly. Well, if you like my song, you'll love what I have in store for everyone today. Is that so? Yep. There's plenty of more fun and literature that await you today, Chloe. Monika cheerfully opens the door as we walk back into the club room. Okay, everyone, we're back. Everyone turns their attention to me and Monika. Natsuki! Don't worry, you'll be next. I'm so sorry. I will see you soon, Natsuki. Don't worry. And I have a mod with you. Hey guys, where were you two? But I need to see there are some other mods I want to play first because I kind of feel like I kind of want to do it in like parts that make sense, like having like how I first played Exit Music and then Exit Music Redux and then Fallen Angel and then Within together, which are kind of in a similar type of mod. And I have a mod I want to play after this, but I will soon get to you, Natsuki. I swear, I promise on everything. Unless something happens to me, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. But if not, I will see you soon, alright? We thought you ditched us. What? Don't be silly. I was just showing Chloe the song I was working on. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot you played the piano. How's the song coming along? I'd say it's going pretty well. Chloe liked it. Everyone looks at me as I feel my face turn red from remembering earlier. Yeah, it was great, Monika. I can't wait to hear it again when it's all done. Well, if you guys were gone for that long, then it must be a masterpiece. Oh, it is, Natsuki. I have no doubt everyone here will enjoy it when it's done. Anyways, we should probably get started with the activity I have in mind for us today. That would be great, Monika. Yuri is still managing pretty well right now. She's holding up well. Everyone takes a seat at the front of the room by Monika. While grabbing a seat, I notice Natsuki shooting me a disappointed glance. I'm sorry, Natsuki! Soon, okay? Soon! I turn to ask what's wrong, but she quickly looks away before I get a chance to. Natsuki isn't assuming something, is she? Sighed to myself as I turn to my focus to Monika. Book sharing? the books that don't actually exist, but I would honestly really love to see them. If they were existed. Oh, and Chloe! I still have to give you my poems. Yeah, I still need your poems and Yuri's. Sure, let me get mine. Monika walks back to the front of the room while everyone gets up and goes back to their respective areas. After a few moments, Monika turns to me with her poem in hand. Here you are, Chloe. Monika smiles as she hands me her poems. I can promise you that there's nothing unexpected in there. Monika slyly winks at me. Well, that's a relief. We both share a small laugh before the sun settles again. So, what do you think about our little reading list? Well, like I said, I'm open to reading anything. The very thing that was brought up earlier sounds interesting enough for me to read. Well, that's good. I'm glad you have an open mind, Chloe. Not everyone would be inclined to just start reading, to read anything. Yeah, me included. I won't read anything. There are books that I'm just really not into. Especially considering our list is a little diverse. Yeah, I get what you mean. But hey, I have no problem with us reading something we normally wouldn't. And with you leading the way, I'm sure it'll be fun. I almost said with you reading the way. Honestly, it would have been cool. I'm glad you feel that way, Chloe. It's going to be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. There's a brief pause between us as we try to figure out what to say next to each other. So, I guess I'll leave you be and let you get your response. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, Monika. Later! I then walk over to Yuri, who's sitting by the windowsill. Hey, Yuri. Yuri puts down her book. Oh, hello, Chloe. How are you doing today? I'm doing fine. What about you? I'm doing excellent. I'm just reading a little bit of Outcast Dilemma. How is it? It's pretty good, actually. Though I think Portrait of Markov is still better. What about your fantasy books? You really like that book, don't you? Well, I haven't come across anything as thrilling and detailed as Portrait of Markov in years. You could say it's a breath of fresh air compared to what I've read recently. I see. If you have the time, we could start reading this together. Yuri, you will be even later. You'll probably be next week. I think I can manage Natsuki this week, but you'll be next week, probably. I'm sorry. Yuri shows me the cover of Outcast Dilemma while looking on at me with hopeful, whimsical eyes. I never really did get a chance to read with her. Well, to be honest, I did come over to get your poems. Oh. Well, it's a good thing you mentioned that. Yuri puts down the book and reaches into her bag to grab her poems. That should be everything. Great! Thank you so much! I briefly look through Yuri's poems just to make sure there are no unexpected surprises. Is something the matter, Chloe? What? Oh, no, I just wanted to admire your handwriting again. Yuri chuckles to herself. Well, that's certainly thoughtful of you, Chloe. Though I don't believe I gave you anything by mistake. That's good to know. I mean, it's not like Natsuki accidentally gave you something, right? Well, I forgot that Yuri was a pretty quick thinker. I guess you could say that. Yuri briefly looks toward the closet where Natsuki is organizing her manga. I see. Yuri? It's nothing. I think I should really get back to my book now. Alright. Sigh to myself as I'm forced to walk away from her. I'm forced to walk away! Great. Knowing Yuri, she's already asking herself a million questions. It's probably time to head home to think things over anyways. I already spot Sayori starting to pack her things. However, as I'm walking back to my seat, I'm stalled by Natsuki. My heart immediately starts pounding against my chest as anxiety builds up inside of me. I was not prepared for her to pull me aside like this. Oh! Hey Natsuki, what's up? I try to steady my voice as best as I can. Fortunately, Natsuki doesn't really seem to notice, as she seems rather unnerved as well. Hey, I want to ask you something real quick. I don't remember how it was exactly with the Sayori one, so I'm just going to keep going. Sweat starts trickling down the back of my neck. Yeah? I think I might have lost one of my manga. Special edition. Super expensive. It was a special edition copy and was super expensive. I was wondering if you'd seen it. If it weren't for Natsuki's predicament, I might have let out the world's biggest sigh of relief. She probably thinks I haven't read her poem yet. No, I can't say I have. I'm really sorry, Natsuki. Great. Have you tried retracing your steps? Well, I'm about to go do that. I might have left it in my last class. Well, hey, I hope you find it. You're not sticking around. Well, I think Sarah's about to leave, so I'm just gonna head home with her. Well, that's typical. What do you mean? Why do you always follow her around like a lost puppy? I don't know how she constantly puts up with it. Why is it that almost everything you do has to revolve around Sayori? Natsuki, that's not really true. Forget it, I have manga to find! But I don't even spend that much time with Sayori. Without another word spoken, Natsuki angrily walks out of the club room, though it doesn't appear that anybody's noticed the incident that just took place between us. I let out a sigh as I walk over to Sayori, who seems to have just finished packing her things. Hey, Chloe! Ready to go? I weakly smile at Sayori. Yeah, sure. Let's get going. Yeah, sure, let's get going. Sarah picks up on my agitated tone. You okay, Chloe? You look upset. It's nothing. Let's just head home. Okay, then. Soon I wave goodbye to Monika and Yuri as we head out to start our commute home. The walk home with Sayori didn't really do much to improve my mood after my run-in with Natsuki. Sarah still asked me a few questions about why I was in such a grouchy mood earlier, but I just muttered out some answer and she seemed to have mostly bought it. Still, I tried not to let my mood get the best of me. I tried to make some meaningful conversation about how her day went, but she largely just muttered out one-word answers to me. On occasion, I even saw Sayori flashing me a pained look, which only made me feel worse about my situation with her. I know I promised to spend more time with her, but once again I didn't follow through. Sorry, Sayori, we can do that later. I tried to think back to how I spent early with Monika in the band room, which improved my mood a little. But I'm still surprised with how forward she was with me. Could Monika actually like me? Sayori's just standing there, just so sad. This is horrible. Even though I still need to decide on a bunch of things, the fact that Monika may be into me is intoxicating. It's intoxicating? Oh, I mean, I suppose I've used phrases like that in my own books. I'm not one to judge. I just can't get over it. Chloe, we're here! Huh? After Sarah derails my train of thought, I look over to see that we've already arrived at our houses. You know, if you didn't say something, that would have been the second time today I walked past where we're supposed to go. Oh, looks like you had a pretty long day after all. Yeah, it really has been. Is everything okay, Chloe? Was this one skippable line? You did not get a lot of sleep last night. Well, it's more like I didn't get a lot of good sleep. But it's more than that. Well, what's bugging you? Just be okay for me, okay? Okay? I'll try my best. Soon I release each other as we both madly blush at each other. Love you, Chloe. I love you too, Sayori. With one more smile between us, we wave a goodbye to each other as we walk back into our houses. Oh, it's just these weird little moments I can skip, and then it's just... I mean, I've always liked Monika. But I've never seriously went after her because I thought I would have tried and failed like everyone else has. That was until recently when I decided to finally start talking to her. And it's amazing how well things have went for us since then. Not even I thought she and I would connect so easily. I guess that's what happens when you just man up and start talking to someone. It's crazy how close we've gotten in such a short amount of time. Still, I'm not sure what Monika really sees in me. Heck, I don't even know why Monika likes me. I mean, what's special about me? I am. I'm not doing any sports. I'm definitely not the smartest guy in the class. Honestly, neither of these things are important to a lot of people. I just have to say it. My friends, some of them really also aren't sporty at all, nor are they the smartest person on everything. And they still have their appeals, because honestly, being fit and being smart in a class are, to a lot of people, not that great indicators. I'm not terribly funny or talented. Funny is kind of subjective, and talented is also kind of a bit of a subjective thing, honestly. Why would Monica like me? Literally the most average of the average. To be frank, average things can also be very appealing. Maybe it's one of those things where you don't understand it, but you just roll with it anyways. Because sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. Like, we know why Monica likes him. But generally speaking, sometimes romantic feelings make absolutely no sense. Sometimes it just happens. I feel like that might be one of those times. Man, if I got with Monica, I'd probably be crowned king of the school or something. Every guy would probably hate me though, but being with Monica easily outweighs any of that. And speaking of outweighing, I know that if I do somehow end up with getting with Monica, I'd have to break Natsuki's heart. We've done it before, we can do it one more time! We will be with Natsuki next time, okay? And I'd be breaking Sayori's heart even more. Well, we spent a lot of time with her already. Just trying to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. But sometimes you just have to do priorities. If you don't feel that way for Sayori or Natsuki, then that's just the way it is. Should also ask myself if it's really worth to scuttle what I had with Natsuki. Well, honestly, that one Sunday wouldn't have meant much. I mean, we did have a pretty good thing going for a while. Or does it now mean that we also had like a lot of time with Natsuki for the events in general? And she's been fun to hang around, and I'd feel bad if Natsuki felt like I was leading her on. Especially given what happened last Sunday between us. And since she's been trying to spend more time with me, but I've been too busy hanging out with Monica. That's okay. That everything is fine. This is gonna suck. But I also genuinely like Monica. She's really helped me out with everything. From getting me integrated into the club and helping me out with this. And she's every guy's dream girl. It'd be too good of an opportunity to pass up if she truly likes me back. And I think the signs are there, like how she got so close to me yesterday and today. Not to mention, if I did reject her for Natsuki, how would she feel? Looks like no matter what I do, I'm going to have to hurt someone. And what sucks is that Sayori's pretty much going to be hurt regardless, unless I decide to change my mind on her, but I won't. But I just don't think I have the same level of enthusiasm of being a couple with her as she does. The funny thing is, though, I could see myself with any of them. Even Yuri, even though we've rarely talked and she likely has zero interest in me. This is hopeless. I'm being pulled in all directions. Maybe a walk will help me clear my head. I'd probably be able to think better that way. And maybe along the way, I'd figure out who I feel the most strongly towards. I get off my bed, grab my keys, and walk out of my house.